Annalise, Iwen. I work for Cameron's Coffee and Sello Rojo, and so I'm the shopper marketing associate for Cameron's Coffee for both the Cameron's and the Sello Rojo brand. And so you'll hear from Eduardo a little bit more about the brand because he's solely focused on Sello. But what's unique about Cameron's is we're actually owned by a larger company called Grupo Nutresa out in Colombia, which is kind of how we got tied in with this brand and trying to launch it in the US. So I'll pass it to Eduardo to speak more to that.
Thank you, Annalise. Great introduction. My name is Eduardo Merino. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing for the multicultural markets here at Cameron's Coffee. As Annalise mentioned, solely focused on developing our Hispanic coffee brands, which is Sello Rojo. We have this amazing brand with Sello Rojo. It's the #1 coffee brand in Colombia. In Colombia, 40% of that market enjoys the flavorful taste of our Sello Rojo coffee. What we're trying to do here is bring that amazing product and also the spirit, the vibrancy of Colombian culture here into the US, right? We have a very unique proposition. We are truly a Colombian coffee, and also as part of our Latin culture, we want to make an invitation for all the local nationals that live here in the US to enjoy the coffee, continue enjoying our coffee, but also invite others into the brand. And we, as a brand, our mission is to inspire those to engage with us, to live boldly.
Social nature we've used in the past, and what we found is it's really great at providing brands the ability to get brand awareness to consumers in sort of a non-traditional way. And so they have people who are super engaged on their platform. And so really, because Sello Rojo is so big in Colombia, we know it's a good product. People aren't just super aware of it in the US. And so giving us the ability to kind of launch it to people, because once they're aware of it, they get super excited, or they didn't even know that it was sold in the US and they're familiar with the brand in Colombia. So it was just a great tool to sort of be able for us to do that.
And our life stage here in the US, we're a very young brand, right? To Annalise's point, we want to drive awareness and trial and in a very geo-targeted and efficient manner, and social nature help us achieve that. When we leverage a social nature, we recently gained new distribution in a very important retailer. What social nature helped us, was to drive awareness to that newly gained distribution. It helped us improve velocities. It was amazing to see just velocities improve by maybe 3 to 4 times since the inception, since the distribution gain at this retailer in February all the way through June, which is very, very, very is amazing to see. And on top of that too, we gain valuable consumer and category insights that are helping right now support our strategy as we go into our next planning cycle. So yeah, that's why we're definitely good results from our retailer standpoint.
The insights are probably, along with like the velocity and stuff that we gained from social nature, insights was probably just as valuable. Because we're a new and smaller brand, we haven't had the ability to test amongst a large audience of what they liked about the product. How did their product compare to the current coffee that they're drinking? And then the purchase intent behind, it's great that they're trying out our product via this platform, but would they want to purchase it again, so that we can try to build a plan both from a marketing and sales perspective of like, no, this is a product that people are really interested in, that we can show like different retailers and that sort of thing to be like, no, people want to purchase this product. They either like it just as much or even more than the current coffee that they're drinking that's in a similar sort of lane to Sello Rojo. And so just having the ability to, it's stuff that we thought was the case, but being able to like put data behind when speaking to different retailers about the product is super beneficial. This one, I think, was really attractive to us because one, it's really great for like a new product launch, which Cameron's we have like our historical set of products that do really well. But when more and more pushing to get like new innovation or different things like our cold brew concentrate that our typical consumer base isn't used to seeing. And so it's a great way to just test it in the marketplace, get feedback as well as reviews. I know for Sejo, reviews was a huge thing for us to get directly back that we could utilize on our website, because obviously people know for CPG stuff, reviews are super important when it comes to purchase intent. I would say the biggest impact is probably for me internally of just being able to put data points behind, like, this is what we're seeing. Brand awareness is like our biggest area that we need to improve, and really honestly writing that story of what we thought that it was, but being able to like really speak to it via data points so that we can really build out a robust plan that makes sense for this specific product, since we haven't launched something like this at Cameron's before in the US. And so that was probably the most beneficial thing to me.
Yes, first of all, brand awareness. I was amazed to see the data points on new to brand. That's exciting to know, right? We wanted to see, okay, we wanted to bring new eyeballs to our brand. So definitely social nature helped us drive awareness. And then more on the competitive side, to one thing that helped us out, it helped us as we go into strategy and planning, where do we position ourselves? How distinct could we become from a pricing standpoint, to what strategic pricing decisions we need to make. So that was very helpful, because it just showed us the interaction of our brand or product with other products in the coffee segment.
For sure. I think it's a lot easier to set up a campaign than it might seem. You guys make it pretty easy on us and lay out a pretty straightforward brief of like, here's the information we need. When it comes to like the questions, you have like a lot of preset questions that, you know, if you're trying to launch a new product, like these are the type of insights that you typically want to gather from people. And then your actual dashboard to follow along, everything is super easy to sort of use. And so I would say for sure it's a super beneficial tool to use for CPG brands, especially if you have any new innovations or products that you're trying to launch, just to, one, gather feedback on, but two, really get a story that you can tell different retailers that you're trying to get distribution at, of people who've directly used the product.